Welcome to Deadman mode. In these worlds, you die. But what if you didn't have to? Deadman mode Armageddon is a chaotic PvP game mode where pretty much anywhere you can be killed at any time, and when you die you lose your entire inventory and some things from your bank. While pretty much the entire world is like this, there are safe zones. Now pretty much every way to make money in safe zones has either been removed or heavily nerfed, except for one, and that's flipping. Oh my god, they're live, it's time to go. Now because there is no gold in the economy at the beginning of Deadman mode, we pretty much have to run through the stronghold of security at least to get some starting cash. That's what everyone's going to be doing, and we are going to have an hour of immunity, so there's no risk. We're going to spawn in Varrock and get started. Now we also get a Sigil and 5k just by default. Sigil the Forager, that could be good, I don't know. There we go, our first 13k. Okay, so we got another 15k from another account I ran through the stronghold with. We're just gonna stack up 50 or 60k just so we can get started, or else this is gonna take way too long. This is not a 1 GP to twist a bow challenge. This is how much gold can we make in Deadman mode, and we're gonna need some starting cash. Now, although we are mostly going to be flipping, I am going to try to buy the Sigil of Agile Fortune to see if we can get even more starting cash. From what I recall last year, flipping in the first few hours is very difficult. There's just no gold to really make too much money. So I think maybe just using one of the sigils that generates cash could be a better use of our 1 hour of immunity. There's another 15k and our final 15k for now. I don't think I can be bothered to run through with any more accounts, but we ended up with about 70k cash. Okay, so we're going to start off by putting some offers in for sigils. From what I recall last year, that's the best use of my time. We put some offers in for 5 GP for some of them that I don't think are going to be useful right away. Even in the beginning, 5 GP for a sigil is ridiculously cheap. So I'm thinking we'll just buy these for now and just put them in the bank, and maybe tomorrow they'll be worth a fair bit of money. It's hard to tell. I don't really know which sigils are going to be particularly strong, but for now, tier 1 sigils is all that's going to be available. Okay, so another 15k we're able to run through with, and that's it. We have no more accounts with membership. We're going to bump our offer up to 21k for the Sigil of Agile Fortune, just to see if we can get it. But look at these, we're just buying Sigil of Slaughter and Treasure Hunter, 5 GP each. Okay, we just bought the Sigil of Agile Fortune for 21k. Hopefully that wasn't too expensive. I mean, it should pay for itself almost immediately though, so I can't see how that's not a good investment. So what this does is every Mark of Grace drops 10,000 GP as well, which will just be a good way to get more money to flip with earlier. Because one also thing that's nerfed me right now is there's no flipping data collection right now for Deadman mode. It usually takes a couple hours before things like GE Tracker start collecting the data, but there's 10,000 GP just for 1 or 2 laps of agility. Okay, I'm dumb. I totally forgot about the nerf that Marks of Grace get once you're 20 levels above the course, and the Drainer course is level 1 now, so we've actually been trolling a little bit here. So we're gonna run over to Varrock instead, start running around that course. We do have 20k though. So we have successfully flipped a few items. The Sigil of Meticulous Mage, we've made 4k on. Again, doesn't sound like much, but the economy is so fresh. Just funny knowing that these sigils potentially gonna be worth millions in a couple days, and I'm just buying and selling them for peanuts. It's all relative to the value of gold right now, but I'm sure I'm going to look back pretty soon and these are going to be worth so much more. It's just hard to know the meta though. What is going to be really desired? I'm not smart enough to know, I guess. Okay, so we're just about to hit 40 agility. We have another 26k on this account. Now we do have the level to go to Canifis, which would theoretically offer us the best money per hour, but my protection's gone. So I'm kind of scared that place is probably going to be camped pretty hard. Okay, next time I should probably just kill dragons for an hour. These dragon bones are so expensive, 3,800 each. Okay, so it's pure chaos right now. We're trying just to flip any sigil we can find. We're price checking some of them because I just no clue what the price is. We're up to about nearly 200k cash just from flipping tier 1 sigils. We're making like 2 to 5k in profit per sigil, which is good. And Deadman mode's been live for about an hour and a half now. So in the beginning, I still don't think flipping's that good of a moneymaker unless you really find something unique, but it's hard to know. Okay, first somewhat big flip here. We flipped a Sigil of Agile Fortune for 14k. Absolutely game changer, but that is a pretty big return on investment considering the state of Deadman mode right now. Okay, another pretty nice flip coming in here. We flipped 3 Sigils of the Meticulous Mage for 9k each, bringing us a 30k profit from all 3, which is pretty decent. Okay, I had another quick idea here. So for some reason, anti-dragon shields are going for like 3k each, and they should be really easy to get because enough quests are auto-completed that you can just start Dragon Slayer right away. Okay, we're running over here on another account. We're gonna give this a try. Oh my god, there's so many dialogue options to go through this. Someone literally just picked them off the ground. What the hell? Now another kind of expensive early game sigil is Sigil of the Lithe. I sold it for 65k, bought it for 54. And we're also giving rune armor an attempt. One thing I just noticed right now, which is amazing, there's no tax this year, which is thank you for that, because where's that tax money going? Literally just robbery at that point. So we're making 5k per runed full helm, and that's 5k we get to keep. Okay, so the Grand Exchange offer is looking a lot better now. We have some sigils, some dragon daggers, and some mithril plate legs. Kind of a bit of everything here. Sigils are still working pretty well, and I don't appear to be hitting the limit for them. I have no clue what they are. Dragon daggers, we're getting 10k each on, so our cash stack is growing pretty quickly now. We're up to about 500k cash in the first 3 hours, roughly. Flipping in Deadman mode is always so chaotic, especially at the start, but that doesn't match the chaos of War Thunder, today's video sponsor. War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made, and is available now for free on PC and consoles. Take command of over 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships of 10 major nations, ranging from biplanes and armored cars if you want from the 1920s, to fighter jets and main battle tanks of today. Each vehicle is modeled down to its individual components, so no simple hitboxes. Engines, fuel tanks, and weapons are all susceptible to damage, which I think is really cool and adds way more depth to combat. If your vehicle or an enemy's is destroyed, War Thunder offers an X-ray view which will allow you to see precisely what happened, where the shell penetrated, which components were affected, and ultimately why your tank blew up. The vehicle models in War Thunder are incredibly detailed, and my favorite are the booming and realistic sound effects which really transport you to the helm of the most powerful war machines of our time. War Thunder is honestly such a fun game, and I'd highly recommend checking it out. Join a community of over 70 million players for free on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox. Simply click the link in my description or the pinned comment to get started today, and new and returning players that haven't played for 6 months will receive a massive bonus pack across all platforms that includes multiple premium vehicles, the exclusive vehicle decorator, Eagle of Valor, 100,000 Silver Lions, and 7 days of premium. It's available only for a limited time, so now is a great time to check out War Thunder, and a huge thank you to them for sponsoring today's video. Okay, I don't know what happened here, but we were able to sell a Sigil of Death Strikes for a 70k profit. Must have just caught a really weird price swing, but that's our biggest flip I think so far. So right now we are at 800k. We do have one offer in there, but we finally have all our cash back. We need to go take a break, so we're gonna put some offers in and we'll see if anything changes in the next couple of hours. Oh my goodness, so we have a lot going on here. We are trying to flip now high-ish volume items instead of doing sigils more or less. You can see on the right we have mithril plate legs selling for nearly a 2.5k profit per plate leg. That's pretty good. Super combat potions going for about 1k profit, and a few other bits and bobs as well. Having more success doing that than trying to find expensive sigils right now. Okay, look at all those green offers coming through. Huge offers complete. 77 mithril plate legs we sold for 2k profit. It's 150k just on the mithril items. We have some pretty big offers for rune axes as well, making about 6 to 10k per rune axe. That's brought us up to well over 1 mil right now, or probably close to 1.5 mil. Because this is the last time we're going to be checking in tonight, and I'm going to be gone for all of tomorrow, which is unfortunate. Not much I can do about it, except for put in some offers I think will be worth more on Sunday. So while we're gone, we're going to try buying some Darrock's plate legs for 225 each. and some other tank legs as well. We'll go for Tor eggs, plate legs. I think these are going to be consistently going up, and we'll try to find something else as well. So we'll see you in about 24 hours. All right, we are back. A lot has changed. Unfortunately, we were gone for a good portion of the early start for Deadman mode. This is going to set me back a bit, but what are you going to do? That said, while we were gone, we were able to put in some offers, and I think they're going to pay off. We ended up buying Trinket of the Fairies for 100k each, some Verax plate skirts for 309, Aram staffs for 125, and some Torag's plate legs for 350. And I think we'll be able to sell these for significantly more, which should help bump us up and stay relatively competitive as the economy starts to inflate. Because we'll claim everything and relist it. The Trinket of the Fairies looks like they're going for 500k. So that's a 400k profit per trinket. So we're looking at 1.2 mil there. The Torag's plate legs, we're going to try selling off for 700k, just a bit shy of that. Oh my god, we auto sold one. Okay, let's claim that. We'll bump it up further. Okay, well, that's nice. We'll dump this in here for 800k or something. Okay, we'll grab the Verax. That's going for about 700k each. So from about 900k to 2.1 mil. Oh my god, we auto sold it again. What is going on? Okay, we'll dump it in here for higher. I don't even know. Go for a mil, see if that works. And finally, we will grab ourselves our Aram's staff, and we're gonna dump them in here for 440, which is about a 1.2 mil profit there. So we bumped our cash up from 3 mil to like 7, 8 mil, over doubling our cash stack from one set of flips. But that's kind of what 24 hours of difference makes in Deadman mode. Oh my god, so we were able to sell both of the Verax plate skirts for 1 mil, and we bought 2 more for 600k very, very quickly. And we're gonna try to dump them in here for a mil again. I don't know what's going on, but things have definitely accelerated. Okay, we're able to buy a corrupted Voidwaker for 2.6 mil. We're gonna try listing it for 3.5, a 1 mil profit theoretically. Okay, no luck with the Voidwaker, but we're able to get some quick flips on the corrupted Darkbow for 200k. It's significantly less, but quick flips are better than no flips, of course. Okay, we got our first kind of expensive item here, the Occult Necklace. Not many of these in the game right now. We bought it for 2 mil, and try selling it back for 3 mil, and it just insta-sold. Okay, so that's a mil profit. We will take that. Dude, I have no idea what's going on, to be honest. I literally just bought that for 2 mil like a second ago, so something wonky's going on. I've done it again, guys. I made a mental note not to do this, but the 3 tier 1 sigils you get in the beginning that you can pick cannot be bought and sold in the first combat bracket. So we just torched 500k by accident. Well, that's unfortunate, but lesson learned. I guess we'll keep that in our inventory as a reminder. Ooh, there's an expensive one. We purchased the Sigil of the Rampart for 4 mil, our most expensive singular item we bought so far. We're gonna try selling it back for 6.5 mil. This might be a bit of a reach, but honestly, anything can happen in the Deadman mode economy, so you just have to put some offers in and hope. There's another one. Sigil of the Guardian Angel, 3 mil. We're gonna dump it in for 5 mil. We're about to go to bed, so I guess we'll leave this in overnight and see if we get lucky. Hopefully we do, because if we sell those both, we'll be up to a 16 mil cash stack, which is pretty good. Okay, unfortunately we did not make any money on those. We sold them back for about break even. We were able to sell though a corrupted Voidwaker for 400k, which is something. Okay, we're moving into some other items here. We're looking at just kind of generally good PVM items now that they're kind of on the market. Stuff like occults, toxic blowpipes. They don't have the largest margins, but they are consistent, 400 to 500k. Not a lot of volume though. One thing I have noticed is that a lot of items seem rarer this Deadman mode. Either less people are playing, or in particular the Deadman mode exclusive items like the VLSs, Stadius, Warhammers, those seem to be much less common and much more expensive. Okay, we got a couple big offers coming through here. An occult we sold for 4.5 mil, bought it for 3.7, so that's about an 800k profit. Corrupted Voidwaker we sold for 4.3 mil, bought it, okay, that wasn't that much, I thought it was more. Okay, we got a big flip here. On the Sigil of Remote Storage, we're able to sell it for 6.8 mil, and we bought it for 5.2, so a 1.6 mil flip on a Sigil. I don't know if we can repeat that, I hope we can. The Berserker Ring also was pretty good, about 800k on that. And we got some other stuff here. Sulfur blades going for 400k each. We only bought them for 150, so that's also like over $1 million in profit just on sulfur blades. The price of items are all over the place right now. I have no clue what to expect. But looking at our cash stack, we are well over 20 mil at this point. But it's time for bed, so we're gonna put a few offers in overnight. Hopefully some of these things buy. It's always exciting to wake up with some green offers, but we'll see. Okay, so we woke up to a nice sell offer on a Ring of Suffering. So an 800k profit on that one. Pretty nice. Okay, one thing we've actually been able to successfully flip today is the zombie axe. There's such a high volume for it. We're getting 100k profit per zombie axe, and we've done about like 15 or something, 20. They're such an in-demand item right now, and they just are selling super quickly. Oh my god, so many more of them. Look, at this point I think we made like 2 or 3 mil just on zombie axes. Put an offer in for a Zuriel staff. No luck. There's just not many of these items, but you never know. Oh my god, we got our first flip on a Deadman mode exclusive item. It's on the Vesta's spear of all items, but we'll take it. That's God, 300k. That was not really worth it. We also purchased a corrupted Tunican Shadow, which is a lot less expensive than I thought it would be, honestly. Only 7 mil for this thing. Oh, beautiful. Everything's just sold. So the Tunican Shadow we made about $1 mil on. That's a pretty good flip, honestly. We'll try for another one. What? We just instantly bought one? What's going on? We sold 12 more zombie axes for about a 100k profit, so 1.2 mil. And we got ourselves another Vesta's spear, which we're gonna try to sell overnight. Once again, it's getting pretty late, so we're gonna put some offers in and hope we can snag some good offers. That's disappointing. Not much to report here. We woke up to, well, some sales, which is good because these zombie axes crashed so hard overnight, but we got 1.2 mil in profit from them. And the dark bow, 2.2 mil profit on that, so not terrible. You can see our cash stack's actually up to 27 mil, but none of these other sales went through. So it's a little hard to tell exactly what our cash stack's at, but it should be roughly around 40 mil. So we've actually bumped it up pretty quickly. Okay, we're trying to flip some Morgan's throwing axes. It is one of the Deadman mode items. Currently have a 22k profit per axe, and we bought 70 of them, so we should be able to make a decent chunk of change on it. Oh my god. So we got our first decent flip on one of the actual DMM weapons. Almost 5 days, but there we go. We got a 3 mil flip on the Stadius's Warhammer. Pretty big. Hopefully we can buy another one of those. But there aren't many traded per hour. Last year, I think I was flipping VLSs and you could do a buying limit in like an hour, but that's just not the case this year. Okay, so I think we finally reached my favorite part of Deadman mode flipping. The part where we can just chillax. Like, the first couple days are really hectic. It's kind of hard to show what's going on because I've just so many flips are happening. Oh my god, look at this. We sold a Tormented Bracelet for 13.7 mil. Took a long time. Hardly anyone's trading this item, but we bought it for, oh my god, where is it even in there? 10.3, so that's a 3.4 mil profit on one Tormented Bracelet. I guess everyone wants Rings of Suffering. I don't know, I thought these would be a little more in demand, but still a huge margin. We also did a Serpentine Helm, which we bought for 8 mil, got 600k on it, not too bad. Okay, another pretty big flip on another Stadius's Warhammer, selling for 19.5, bought it for 18.3, so a little bit less, 1.2 mil, still pretty good though. We also bought a Berserker ring for 6.6 mil, these are getting very expensive. And a Trinket of Advanced Weaponry, honestly, no clue why these are going for so much. Odds are when you open them, you're gonna lose money, so I'm not sure who's buying these. For now, I guess it's just me. We haven't even sold this yet, so we'll see if this works out. I'm gonna try to dump it in for an 800k profit though. And hopefully we have some luck with some of these items overnight. Alright guys, so it has now officially been 1 week since Deadman mode came out. And we have a couple last minute sales before we take a tally for the first week of DMM. Overnight, we're able to sell a Berserker ring for a pretty significant profit, 1 mil on a single ring, that's pretty good. We also bought a Warhammer overnight as well, and we're able to sell our Trinket overnight for 800k profit. It's all adding up. Okay, we did the same thing, but kind of better. Sold the Berserker ring for 8.5 mil. This thing's just continuing to go up. So that's a 2 mil profit on just the Berserker ring alone. Huge. These Dagonite rope tops are actually surprisingly good. We're selling them for 900k each, so 1.8 mil for 2 of them, and we've bought more as well. And we also got another huge sale on the Tormented Bracelet. This thing takes hours to come through. There's only a handful traded per day, but still, that's a 3.3 mil profit on the Tormented Bracelet, bringing us up to what looks like around 70 mil in Deadman mode, which is crazy. Ah, beautiful. Look at that, guys. So many nice sales coming through. The Warhammer is selling for 2 mil profit. Sorry, 1 mil 999k. My mistake. So those are really starting to pay off. Clearly we have some gamblers as well in Deadman mode because people are buying these trinkets of advanced weaponry for 9 mil. And from what I can tell, only 2 of the items are worth more than that, so I'm not complaining, but I'm not sure how this math adds up. Okay, so we've finally been able to sell off all of our items. I feel like we've been struggling to do that for the entire week, but with that final sale on the Berserker ring, our cash check is up to 81 mil in about a week, but we have to consider that I also missed the entirety of day 2, which definitely slowed me down a fair bit. So we're now halfway through the tournament and we have 81 mil. Now last year I swapped my money at this point for OSRS GP, but this time I'm just gonna keep going till the end of the tournament, or maybe a little bit before it, just to see if I can still sell some amount of gold, because I'm just kind of curious how far we can push it. So maybe we'll be seeing another video if I'm somewhat successful at this. But regardless, we made 81 mil in Deadman mode without ever leaving a safe zone. And definitely don't forget to check out War Thunder with the link in my description. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.